Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Growing Energy. I'm Energy. What I did was, well, first of all, thank you for checking out this video. If this is your first time viewing me, I appreciate it. You can check me out on YouTube or TikTok at Growing Energy. So I shuffled some of these cards, and what I came out with was inner child. So I decided to make this an inner child reading. And what I didn't know what was going to happen if we just focus on your past as a child, or maybe your inner child has something to tell you and there's something that you still need to heal. If you are checking out my channel, the way I like to create my videos, I want people to find themselves. There are plenty of readers out there that will give you readings on if this person you are in love with is coming back, or, that are going to tell you you're going to be famous in 2 days, or that person's still in love with you and, they're miserable in their relationship, all that stuff. When you work on yourself and your inner child, when you work on yourself, that's when you can start attracting more experiences that are equally aligned with where you want to go. If your issue is love and it's someone not loving you the right way, if you show yourself more love, you can start attracting people that see you the way you see yourself. And that's what you do anyway. We attract people that see us the way we see ourselves. Let's get into what this has to do with you right now. I don't want to go out on a whole speech rant, right? Let's get into it. Short little reading. Let's get into, why did this inner child card pop up? I don't want so many cards. Why did this inner child card pop up? Okay. My body is valid just the way it is, and I embrace the space between where I am and where I want to be. All right, so instantly I'm thinking about body positivity. Instantly I'm thinking about someone who probably came from a family that always talked about their weight, their height, the way they look, because it was very important to keep up appearances or to get the approval of other people. Like maybe you had parents or someone within your family line that was really, really, really nervous or very critical because they were always scared about how they were seen by other people. So what that looked like was telling you that you needed to change, don't eat so much, don't wear that, you don't look good in that. And this is something that is kind of carried on with you ever since a child. So it's something that is within you, like, you're always conscious about what you're wearing and what you have on, what you're doing, not from a place of you like, I want to make sure this outfit looks good. It's like, oh my God, what are they going to say? They're going to talk about me. Like, this is like deep down. Clearly you're an adult watching this, right? So this is something that even though you don't know it's up front, it's part of the reason why you go about making certain decisions and doing things the way you do. Something lovely will grow from this, and slow down and celebrate yourself. Right. And look at this. This is a crazy thing. She has food here in the picture. Okay. So what this is telling me is this is for someone who, you know how a lot of times when we celebrate, it's with food, and that can develop addictions to food that we have. Like every time something happens, it's like, well, we have to go eat. This, you got a raise, let's eat. You had a really good day, let's eat, which, I love food myself, okay? And I know this says slow down and celebrate yourself, but what I'm getting from this is, it's like something from childhood to where you were, okay. It's like people put a bunch of food in front of you as a child, and then you ate the food, and then when you get older, now you're so conscious about the way you look because you were told you were, like, especially when you were going through puberty and stuff like that. And this doesn't just have to be a woman. If you're a man watching this, you could have had issues with fluctuation in your weight, and this is something that even as an adult, you're just more mindful of the way you present yourself because you don't want to be so heavily negatively, you don't want to be negatively viewed by anybody. It's something that you keep in the back of your mind, right? But don't look at food as the enemy. Understand your limits. Don't overindulge, right? It's because it's like, I have so much ideas going on in my head. I'm trying to get them all out so it doesn't sound all over the place. Eat because, you're hungry, you're happy or whatever, but don't eat to mask any kind of pain. And especially notice that if you are overeating, is it because this is all what you used to do as a child when you didn't feel like you fit in, when you didn't feel like your body was they didn't look the right way for according to the people that you were around, or being heavily criticized by adults while you were a child? Did that affect you in a certain way too? So you have to be mindful of that, and something lovely will grow from this. With the Ace of Swords here, this is definitely clarity. 1 + 5 = 6. So I'm on it. This just goes back to childhood nostalgia, right? Understanding your beauty, understanding what you bring to this world. And it doesn't have to be in the way you look. Like, once you start to love on yourself more and stop worrying about your image, like understanding and noticing that the reason why you're so fixated and focused on your image is because of what was ingrained in you as a child. Once you get that clarity and you understand like your beauty, and you understand how powerful you are, and that you're made in God's image, and you look exactly the way you need to, it's gonna like lessen that pain and those feelings that you have of not feeling perfect or not feeling good enough, or just that deep down feeling like you always have to check over yourself twice because of what if someone sees, or what if someone has something negative to say about you. And that stems from childhood. Like, if you pay attention to where that's coming from, it stems from childhood, and that could be affecting you at work. It could be affecting you in your relationships. It could be affecting your finances. When we don't see ourselves the way we are, it's like we can manifest things that do not reflect where we are. And I feel like coming into this new season, you are the Empress now. Things will start coming to you. You got to think the Empress card is a card of abundance. It's a card of blessings. With the Empress card, she sits down and everything she touches, everything that is around her is abundant. Everything that she builds and creates is abundant, right? This is a Taurus and Libra card, so you can be a Taurus or a Libra, or those signs can stand out for you because this is a Venus card, so it's ruled by Venus, right? Some of you can be going through pregnancy, or this may even have to do with fears of getting pregnant because of the way that you're going to look afterwards, because maybe you were around a woman that was pregnant when you were younger and she was heavily criticized, and you're scared of how you're going to turn on and look, how you're going to look after during this pregnancy. But you don't need to fear that. I feel like sitting in your power and honestly being truthful with yourself, embracing where you are, okay? Know that you're working towards the version of yourself that you want to be, and showing yourself grace. This season requires you to show yourself massive grace, because you are not your past, and you are not the image that other people projected onto you, especially as a child. Venus is a card of beauty. It's the card of love and everything, and that's what you have to offer. You just being alive and existing is beautiful, and you need to know that. You need to be more confident in yourself. So if this resonated with you, I hope that you see yourself the way those of us that love you see you, which is a beautiful, abundant person and a child of God that deserves to be loved and respected. Be blessed.